Guys, it's Andy here from thegreagency.com, and today I really wanted to share with you my Facebook ads reporting columns and how I set these up so that I can really monitor my campaign KPIs. May sound a little bit boring, but don't worry, throughout this you're going to realize why I'm using this and why I like to set it up in this way to give me the best satellite view of my campaigns. So we're going to start off, we're in Ads Manager here, and we're going to go over to the right side of the screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to come down to customize columns. I'm just going to get rid of these because I've already built these. And I'm going to walk you through step by step why I like to set things up in this way and how I set it up. So I hope you find it useful. We're going to start off and we need to know just how much money we're actually spending on our campaigns. So I want to know my campaign budget. I like to have that set up. And I also like to have the budget remaining. This is going to become more important when we start to use campaign budget optimization. If you haven't checked out the information regarding CBO, there's a blog post on it for you to have a look at. The next thing that I really want to see is the amount that my campaigns have spent that day. This gives me a really, really good understanding of how that campaign is feeding out. And again, for the satellite view, I like to select the amount spent as a percentage, just so I can have that really, really quick snap of how the campaign's spending at different points throughout the day. Moving on from there, I need to know how much it's costing me for my advertising. So how many impressions I've got and what the CPM is for that. So that's the cost per 1,000 impressions. Again, if I see a super, super high CPM, then I'm going to start to think about whether the audience targeting is right, how I can refine that to bring the costs down, because this has a really direct impact on my cost per purchase. If it costs you more to advertise to people, it's going to cost you more to generate that sale. So that's something super important for you to look at. Moving on from there, we've looked at how much it's going to cost. We want to know how many link clicks we're getting, because the predominant focus for us is driving people to the stores of our clients. So we want to know how many link clicks we're getting. We want to know how much that's costing us, so the cost per unique link click. And also, again, for that super quick snapshot, we want to know our unique click-through rates. Again, this gives you a really, really good understanding of the quality of your content or the quality of your targeting. If you're seeing really, really low click-through rates, then you may want to address, is it a copy issue or is it an audience issue? And again, you've troubleshooted a part of your campaign super, super quick. So people have clicked on the link. The next thing that they're going to do is they're going to come to our web page. So for that reporting, we want to check out landing page views. I want to know how many people have come to my website, and I want to know how much it's costing me to drive people to the website. We'll give you a little bit more information on that in just a second. So next thing, people have come to the website. We want to track their actions on the website and see how far along the purchase journey they go within that one session. So we're going to look at our content views. I want to know again, how many content views did I get? And I want to know how much it's costing me for a content view. So going back to my earlier point about why I like to track how much it's costing me, throughout the day, I'm setting boundaries on all of my ads that I'm running so that I'm looking at the KPIs of what I can afford to pay for a link click. I want to know what I can pay for a content view, and then any campaigns that are costing me more than what I can pay, I'll cut them, because then that allows me to keep my costs per acquisition at the level that I want, rather than plowing money into campaigns that are either going to lower my cost per purchase, increase my cost per purchase, or lower my purchase ROAS. So if anything is exceeding the KPIs I set, I just cut it. Moving on from there, once people have started to browse the content on the website, the next step within the sales process for the majority of us will be adding to cart. So we want to see whether people are just looking at the product or whether they're adding to cart. Again, if you see that there's a lot of content views and not so many add to carts, you can start to look at the site functionality and look at ways to improve people moving along the sales process from content to add to cart. So we're going to fire that up here. Always type that wrong. As marketers love a good acronym, and yeah, Facebook hasn't adapted to that just yet. So I want to know how many add to carts I've had, and I want to know how much it's costing us. For some clients, they actually want to know the value of the add to carts throughout a day, so that then they can start to really drill down into how much they can spend in terms of retargeting to redeem some of that add to cart value that's been lost. So here, I'm just going to keep it super simple. I want to know the number of add to carts, and I want to know how much it's costing me per add to cart. Again, as a metric throughout the day, I'm cutting campaigns and ad sets that are exceeding what I'm willing to pay for add to carts. Moving on from there, the next step, once people have added to cart, will be the initiation of a checkout. Again, a bit of a mouthful. So I want to know how many checkouts have been initiated, and I want to know how much it's costing me for a checkout to be initiated. One thing that I really, really do stress the importance of is creating an automated rule regarding initiate checkouts. All right. So what we do, we know our clients' campaign metrics. We know roughly how many initiate checkouts we expect to see to a purchase event, and anything that exceeds that, we have it set up within every client account that we receive an email once this ratio is exceeded. So we just get an email pushed through saying there's been six checkouts initiated without a purchase. And what that allows us to do is very quickly go into the client's website, we go through the purchase journey, and we track if there's any issues on the back end with the completion of a purchase. So whether the site's falling down at this stage, or whether it is that we've just had a lot of users that are bouncing, in that case, we may look at running some super fast accelerated delivery, initiate checkout retargeting to try to bring back some of these people to the store. Once we've had the initiate checkout, the next thing that I'm going to look for, and you guys probably will as well, is purchases. So the important metric, how much money people are spending and how many people are actually buying from your store. So we want to know the number of purchases, we want to know the value, how much they're spending, and we want to know what it's costing us for that purchase. So once we have those figures together, we also will look for the return on our ad spend. So how much money we've spent to get a purchase, how much money they've spent. So how profitable are our campaigns? Moving on from there, the final thing that we like to check and just keep an eye on is the frequency of our campaigns, the frequency of our ad sets, and the frequency of our ads. It's really, really important that you don't stress too much about high frequencies, and that you judge frequencies based on which point of the sales process and ad campaigns that you're running. So a dynamic product ad, retargeting people who visited the store, you actually want them to see the ad multiple times because they've shown such high purchase intent that you want to keep putting the ad in front of them, tempting them to go to the purchase. Once we finish with all of this, all we're going to do is we're going to come down to the bottom left corner, hit save as a preset. I like to call it ecom reporting. Within brackets, I put my attribution window. So for this campaign here, we have a 28-day click and a 1-day view. And once we've done that, we're just going to hit apply. This is just going to ask me to replace because I've already saved it. And there we go. We can track our campaign from how much it's costing us to start advertising, how much money we've put behind the campaign, all the way through to how many purchases we have, and the most important figure, the return on ad spend. So I hope this has been helpful. I will leave a written instruction of the campaign columns that we like to run with. If you have your own ideas or anything that you feel like we missed out, then I'd love your feedback. Please drop it in the comments below. If you like this, please give it a like and give it a share to another Facebook advertiser or e-commerce store owner who could benefit from this template. So have a great day, guys, and remember to keep on testing.